Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right, Henry Ford. We are humans and we have these negative thoughts about ourselves. I do remember when I started my business what kind of thoughts I had. Robert, it will not succeed. Robert, you cannot make this happen. Robert, you're not good enough for this. Whenever these thoughts have arrived, I had one decision to make. Whether to push through and do the work or contemplate about why do I feel this. And either way it was painful. As a man thinketh, so is he. I was eager to search for answers. Why do I feel this way? Why do I have these thoughts? I couldn't understand. But I knew whenever I had good thoughts, I could easily work, I could easily get into the flow state, I could easily get the work done. But if I don't know why this is happening, I can get into more often. But the answer lies in a more profound understanding on how does the mind work. This video is going to be a really deep dive into your thoughts, your mind, your beliefs. So if you want to solve this problem, stay here. Why do I have negative thoughts? I want to start this off with one simple question. Who are you? Are you your name, your birth date, your body, or your living location? Who are you in reality? And the simple answer is that you are the sum of your beliefs. In your mind, in order to avoid chaos, we have one thing, that is our beliefs. We believe something to be true, and this is how we orient in the world. This is how we decide what kind of actions to take, who to listen to, and how to live the good life. Let's go one step deeper. The sum of your beliefs create your identity. There is one simple rule with identity, and that states that you cannot act out of accordance with your identity. If you truly believe that you can't make $1,000, you will never make $1,000 because you believe it's impossible. And this is how what you believe creates your reality. Our negative thoughts come from our beliefs, because if you believe that you cannot succeed with content creation with your business, then you're going to sabotage yourself in order to don't do it. If you already started multiple businesses and they all failed, you have transformed or shaped your belief to believe that you are not successful. You will have negative thoughts, ideas about yourself and your next business venture, because your brain now thinks that you cannot succeed, and you, let's say you retry, you start a new business, your brain is going to sabotage you with thoughts and different activities which is going to set you back from achieving the results. And this is what we call the cognitive dissonance, because you do something which you don't believe in. But happily, your beliefs can be changed. So let's go in depth about beliefs. Belief systems. We need to discuss two words here. Firstly, beliefs and systems. First question, what is a belief? The belief is a statement of perceived truth. Let's say there is two persons, me and you, who is watching a red ball on the floor. You will look at it and you will say that, oh, that ball is red. But I have a blue sunglass on, which makes everything blue in the world. And I look at that red ball and I see it blue. And I'm going to say, oh, that ball is blue. And that is how I perceive reality, and that is what I believe. You perceive it as red and I perceive it as blue. We still believe that we have the true and honest answer. Now in reality, we don't have one sunglass on. We don't have one blue sunglass on, but a lot of different sunglasses. You're literally creating a fake reality for yourself. I am not worthy, I can't read books, I'm not confident, I'm not good at math, I'm not good enough, I'm not good at making money. These are all the false beliefs you list to yourself in order to create this fake reality you live in, because what you believe is going to be real. This is how you create a fake reality for your life. Next up, what is a system? A system is a collection of parts or components that work together as a whole to perform a particular function or achieve a specific purpose. I don't like these complicated, convoluted sentences, so this is why I have read it up, and I like to draw it down because it's much easier to understand. We have the input, which goes through a process and creates an output, and we have a feedback loop going back into the input. The perfect example is the thermostat and the heater. The thermostat monitors the temperature, and when it drops below a set point, signals the heater to turn on. Once the desired temperature is reached, the thermostat turns the heater off, creating a feedback loop to regulate warmth. This is how basically systems work. So what is a belief system? Basically, we orient in this world through beliefs. So if I believe I can't or I believe I can, it will be the reality. What that means is that beliefs shape our future, it shapes our reality. Let's take a look at this picture. You get information as an input from the world. You process through your beliefs, and that creates your reality. This is how basically belief systems work. Now let's take an extreme example. If you have a billionaire friend and that friend tells you how to make money, but if you believe that you cannot make money, you're not going to. It doesn't matter that you get advice from the best person in the whole world, you're still not going to make money. So our goal is to change reality, and we want cars, fame, money, and everything like that. But how? How to change our reality? Because output from a system cannot be changed. What can be changed is the input and the process. In the belief system, we have the input as an information and we have the process as a belief. But think about it. Can you change the input? Like, do you know what kind of information you're consuming? Yes, yes, you know 1% of the information. Like, you can mindfully consume what you want, but right now you cannot know what I'm going to say. So let's say you're mindfully consuming this content, you still don't know what information I'm going to give you. So the information which comes to your life is totally random. So what it means, in order to change our reality, we cannot change the information or reality, we can change only the beliefs. You can basically change how you view the world, how you orient in this world. You can change how you perceive reality. How to shift your belief? Let's start with the understanding of how beliefs form. So how a belief forms is that you have this statement of perceived truth, this belief, and there is going to be the negative and positive experiences. It's like a scale. How is determined what you believe is where that scale is, how it ticks. So let's think about a very simple example. Money is abundant. This could be a belief, this could be a statement of perceived truth. If you have more negative experiences with money being abundant, like you couldn't afford something, your family struggled to pay the bills, you have witnessed others succeed but you haven't, you will believe that money is not abundant. But if you have more positive experiences, like your rich friend invites you to a dinner, your uncle buys you what you want, your family gives you everything, you will believe that money is abundant. This is basically why the rich kids actually make more money than other people, because they have grown up with the belief that money is easy to make, and that is going to be the reality. They are going to make money easily. But others who have grown up with thinking that money is hard to make, they're not going to make money easily, because that is how they believe, this is how they orient in this world. But the question is how to shift your belief, how to change how you orient in this world. Affirmations. Affirmations are the statements which transform how you orient in this world. I have a free product down below, which is I call the OQP framework. This is how I transform my life. This is what I call the reality transformator. Basically, you can shift your beliefs in 1 or 2 weeks without any kind of experts by utilizing the reality threshold and imagination and emotion. If you check out the product, I'm going to give you there, it's linked down below, it's free, you can check it out and you can change how you view the world. But I'm going to give you some other advice. How can you stop the negative thoughts? How can you view the world differently? And how can you become a better person? Mind shifting. It takes time until your beliefs shift. But what is the right method for quickly removing the negative thoughts and having time to focus on work? I have some methods for you. Firstly, inversion. I have been testing a lot with this lately and this have brought me the most results actually. Have you ever heard about the ironic process theory? I think you haven't met with it because it's something new for me as well. But what is important is how our mind works. So I'm going to give you a statement and I want you to focus on this statement. 1, 2, 3. Don't imagine an elephant. You have lost. The first idea which came into your head was an elephant. This is the phenomenon where you are trying to evade a thought will make it bigger. This is Carl Jung's theory. It states that resisting something makes it bigger. So why this is important is that if we are directing our attention to something we don't want, so something we are resisting, that is going to happen. So if you think about a skier who goes and skis on the mountains, if he goes into a forest, he's trying to evade all of the trees while skiing. So if he's thinking about don't hit a tree, don't hit a tree, don't hit a tree, he's going to hit a tree because he's focusing on the trees. But if transforms this focus onto stay on the path, stay on the path, stay on the path, he's not going to hit a tree because he's not focusing on the trees. Whatever you focus on is going to be your reality. If sometimes the idea comes into your head that I'm not going to succeed, people are not going to buy my product, this is not a good idea, then it's going to be your reality. But if you change how you view the world by inverting this idea from I'm not going to succeed to what if I succeed, simply change like that is going to change how you view the world. It helped me a lot with understanding how to become better, because sometimes I'm working and this idea comes into my head of, oh, Robert, it's not going to work. But what if it does? Then I have this idea, I have more motivation because I know that what if it does? But if it doesn't, I just simply retry it. What if it happens? What if I succeed? Is going to bring you more results than thinking, oh, I will not. This becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you think you can't, you can't. That's all. But how can you do this is by using inversion. This is the mental model where we achieve a specific outcome by its opposite. So if for some reason some negative thoughts come into your head, let's say I can't succeed, you're going to use the inversion of this thought. what if I succeed? And by simply inverting your thoughts, you're going to focus on the actual results, the actual thing which matters, so that is going to be your reality. Of course, firstly, it is going to take time until you realize that how can you change your ideas, these thoughts, because firstly they are going to come, I can't, but if you try it long enough, you're going to transform all of these ideas to what if I will, or I will. I don't like to think that I will, but rather what if I will, because if I think I will, I become arrogant and I can't focus on the work. Second tip, judging. If you're judging an activity, subconsciously you're going to form opinions about it which is going to hold you back. Let me tell you a very simple example. If you have an agency and you're doing cold calls in order to get clients, but then randomly you get a call from someone else doing a cold call and if you think, wow, this person is a prick, this person is stupid, this person doesn't understand it, then you are going to form an opinion about cold calling people. Now what is going to happen is that even though you didn't thought about yourself that you are a bad cold caller, but someone else who was doing the same thing as you formed a bad opinion about them, subconsciously you're going to judge yourself for doing that activity. So if you always think that someone who is doing cold calls for you is a bad person, then you're going to think that you're a bad person for doing cold calls. You're going to think, why did this person just call me up? I don't want his product. Well, yes, but this is what you're going. So you have to understand that what you're thinking about them or judging others is going to manifest into your reality. So for my example, I was analyzing content from other creators and I see that all of them are getting more views than me. They are viral, they are so good, XYZ. And I always thought that, it's because they are stupid and they make stupid videos and XYZ things. And if I did this continuously, then I judged the viral videos. I judged the viral videos to being stupid videos. So if I want to make a viral video, I have to be stupid. And that is not a right belief. That is just something I've made up because this was my thoughts. But you can use the same thing for your advantage. I have a fundamental belief that if someone is making more money than me in business, that they are fundamentally better than me in some way. I will study everyone. Instead of judging other behaviors and how others act, imagine that you can learn something from that. Humility is a virtue that all of the successful people have, even billionaires. Sam Walton, the founder of Walmart, have been put to jail in Brazil because he was measuring with a tape measure the floor of grocery stores in Brazil. Just think about that humility for a moment. You are a billionaire, you have a company that makes billions of dollars, and you are going to Brazil to measure the store's layout in order to know if something is missing from your store. That is humility. If you get cold called, or if you see the viral content, or if you see someone more successful than you, think, okay, what can I learn from them? Everyone who is better than you has something that you don't know. That is why they are better. Even just listening to a cold caller can make you understand what problems you are doing. So let's say you are doing consistently cold calls, but you don't know why you are not closing a client. And if you get cold called, you can understand, oh, let me listen how this person does it. Do I want to buy his product? This way you can understand your mistakes by listening to others. Third, acceptance. I should have put this up for the first one because this is the first step for removing the negative thoughts. This is accepting and realizing that you have them. Whenever you feel anxious, you feel stressful, accepting that, okay, I feel this. And realizing that, oh, this just only comes from my beliefs. It's not reality. Emotions are not real. If you learn to accept these emotions, these negative thoughts, these beliefs that you have objectively, and not thinking that, oh, I'm such a bad person to believe in this. No, objectively think that you have a limiting belief. Okay, I can remove them after I have accepted and realized I have one. So for me, I have the belief of I'm an arrogant person, so I think that I'm better than everyone else. This is such a stupid belief, but I know that I have this, so I can remove it from my life. Simply accepting all of these negative thoughts that come into your head and inverting it, your mind is going to stop going and hitting you with those ones, because there is no point of doing it. Your mind isn't stupid, it just wants you to do something else. So if it sees that you don't care about them, it will stop doing it. As we have mentioned before, Carl Jung's theory, if you resist something, it will just get bigger. But by accepting them, it will slowly vanish. Either it's stress, anxiety, or negative thoughts, or your beliefs. Well, that takes more than just accepting your beliefs. That you will understand if you get the product. Fourth, consciousness. Being always conscious about yourself and your thoughts and your beliefs is going to help you with removing these. This is, I think, what we call mindfulness. I haven't really researched it, but this is what I think it is. Study shows that 47% of the day of an adult person in the USA is spent on daydreaming or thinking about thoughts, aka wandering in your thoughts. Also, the same study shows that people are most fulfilled when they're doing the activity, when they're going and doing this stuff instead of just thinking about it. By being conscious about yourself, your thoughts and your beliefs, you can get more done, you can be more fulfilled, and you can remove your negative thoughts. 3 birds with 1 rock. So how can we be much more conscious? So I have already created a video about focus where I go deep into how can you be much more focused. You can check it out, link in the description. But here are some examples. Firstly, meditation. Do a 10 to 20 minute meditation session where you're only focusing on your breath in and breath out. When you can do that consistently every day without wandering in your thoughts, you will never have a problem with your consciousness. You can focus on anything you want. Secondly, ask questions. Whenever you realize that you went into daydreaming or you're wandering in your thoughts, ask yourself 4 questions. Is this the best use of my attention? What do I see? What do I hear? And what do I feel? After answering the first question with a no, you realize that that is not the best thing to do. After that, you can come back into reality, into your consciousness, into your present self. And how can you do that? By answering. If you can say some examples, you will come into reality. What do I hear? So you have to focus on what you hear right now. Third, set intentions. It's almost impossible to focus on a task if you don't have intention. Why are you doing the task? It has to be perfectly clear for yourself, otherwise your brain is just going to stop and wander. How you do that is simply before doing the task, you have to put a big why question up for yourself and answer them precisely. And if you have that done. 5th, confidence. Lack of confidence can be one of the reasons why you think negatively about yourself. So basically, I am a really confident person in how I look because I've been going to the gym for 3 years now and everything is fine. But yesterday, something came on my face which just really bothers me and I don't feel confident anymore. That is why I do these hand gestures a lot, because I don't like to show my face right now because there is something which I don't like on it, so I don't have confidence. But before this action, I have been struggling a lot with confidence because I think that is one of my psychological pains I have suffered with in my life. I have spent a lot of time understanding it and how can I change this. So I have some experience on how can you change your confidence from nothing to being more confident. First, shift your focus. This is simply inversion. Shift your focus. Don't think, oh, I can't do this because I'm not confident. No, shift your focus. Okay, Robert, you're not confident. What if I am becoming confident? What if I am confident right now? Just simply shifting your focus with the inversion. Second, invert your belief. Until this time, you have thought about yourself that, okay, I am not confident, so I mustn't act in a way. So you think that, oh, I am not confident, so I'm not going to act confident. But you're going to shift your beliefs by creating new experiences for yourself. Just think about it. We are changing our beliefs because we are shifting our experiences. How can we do that? Is we answer, what if I am a confident person? What actions do I need to take? And by simply transforming your idea from, oh, I'm not confident, I don't know how to be confident, you think, okay, what if I would be confident? What actions to take? You will transform your beliefs slowly but surely. Every day walking up to a person and talking to them for 5 minutes. This is simply building your confidence. Or standing up and speaking. Or speaking your beliefs. These all are building your confidence. For me, it was activities around content creation, making money, because I wasn't confident in my ability. Belief shifting challenge. The right beliefs is like oxygen for your body. We must shape them to our advantage. This is what our goal is. I've been thinking about a 7-day belief shifting challenge. How does that work? Is that every week you can shape or shift one of your beliefs. The other product which I am showing you, which is a basic version of how to shift your beliefs, that is a free product. This product is going to be paid. You have to pay in order to get this. How can you change your beliefs? So I'm going to be real with you, it's paid. It's not yet done, so I'm not 100% sure when the video is going to be out. It's going to be done and ready to be bought. Sometimes it will be, and the link is going to be down below. How this works is not just simply how can you shift your beliefs, but how can you become a better person. Like, I'm going to teach you about entrepreneurship, about how to focus and be more creative. How can you go through a self-transformation, so everything you have in your mind which is negative, you can change that. If you can check it out, if it's down below in the description. If you are struggling with content creation or your personal brand, check out Singularity. That is where I help creators achieve a new state in content creation, and I will see you in the next one.